What's going on, Dolph fans? It is your boy Dillon, and I got some updates that I want to give to you. Sorry, it's kind of a late video, and I'm going to kind of get through this kind of quick, but there were some important updates that I wanted to let you guys know about. The first one is the Chiefs plan to allow fans at Arrowhead Stadium at 22% capacity, masks mandatory. Okay, first of all, as you guys know, I think it's impossible to actually enforce that, but they're going to go at about a fifth total capacity. So let's see what happens. The Kansas City Chiefs announced Monday they plan to reduce the capacity of Arrowhead Stadium to around 22% for the 2020 season due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So as it stands right now, that should be for the entire season, should there be one. Face masks will be mandatory for all fans attending games, and the team is reconfiguring the stadium into specified zones to limit the amount of interaction between fans and common areas of the venue. Arrowhead Stadium can hold as many as 76,416 fans for games, so the new policy would mean admitting roughly 16,800 fans for the Chiefs' 8 home games. The team said it worked with the University of Kansas Health System to work out the best approach to allow for a reduced attendance. The Kansas City mayor, health director, and EMS medical director all signed off on the plan. Chiefs president Mark Donovan first said in July that the franchise was going to lower the capacity of Arrowhead Stadium for 2020. As a result, the Chiefs allowed season ticket holders to either receive a full refund or have their 2020 payment credited toward the next season. Real quick, so look, man, again, I hope they prove me wrong. I hope they can have a full and successful season without outbreaks, sicknesses, a fucked up season, and people dying. But the more bad shit that comes from this, the more the responsibility and the accountability these people should have to fucking be held accountable for. Most notably, the people at the very top, the NFL and the owners. Anyway, whereas MLB is staging games at home cities and empty stadiums, the NFL has opted against issuing a blanket restriction on attendances. The Athletic's Daniel Kaplan reported in June the league would let individual teams set their own rules based on local guidelines, which I think is a disaster. The Chiefs will at least be able, because you have to have uniform, anyway, whatever. The Chiefs will at least be able to collect a small portion of their typical game day revenue, which can't be said for all 32 franchises. Some teams will have to close their stadiums off altogether. So there's that. Like I said, I think it's a disaster. I hope they prove me wrong, but they will certainly have an opportunity to do so. And so we'll see. It'll be the very first case study that we'll have of the NFL actually putting on a game, and in fact with fans in attendance, for us to see. It'll literally be the first opportunity that we will have an opportunity to check that out. Also, one other thing, this is Dolphins specific, and it's a pretty big hit to the Dolphins squad because they lost a player due to injury. And so the reports are that Vince Biegel has torn his Achilles. Dolphins linebacker is expected to miss the 2020 season. Of course, as I've been saying, not only COVID and opt-outs and players having to be put on the list, etc., but there are going to be tons of injuries as well. And here's one major one for the Dolphins already. Dolphins offensive linebacker or outside linebacker Vince Biegel suffered a torn left Achilles. Sources tell the Athletic NFL he's expected to miss the 2020 season per source. An obvious blow to the defense. Biegel was one of the best Miami storylines in 2019. He led Dolphins with 13 quarterback hits, and he was one of the few guys still left because they got rid of guys like Adrian Colbert and blah blah blah, some other ones, whatever. I can't even keep them all in my head at this point. And he was literally one of the handful of carryovers from last year, and now even he's gone because now he's injured. So anyway, like I said, I mean, if they are fortunate enough or competent enough, whatever, to make sure that there is a full season played out in safety, which I am still exceptionally skeptical about, I can't imagine that there's any chance in hell that the Dolphins actually put a good product on the field. And I also think that if they decide to put Tua out, first of all, at any point during the season, I think that's a mistake, but even more so in the very first game. If he starts game 1 against the Patriots, they're depleted, especially on defense, but it still would be a massive massive mistake. Anyway, with that, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys appreciate my perspectives. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Share my channel and videos with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. And of course, as always, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartaro. And with that, I'm out. See y'all soon. Fins up.